Most people are chasing the next flashy thing. Crypto, AI projects, dropshipping hacks, or some influencer telling you that they've cracked the code to get rich overnight. But here's the truth. Most of those people go broke, and typically go broke multiple times over chasing the next thing to get ahead and build wealth. And the ones that quietly build massive wealth, they don't touch any of those hypey things. They buy boring, stable online businesses. And if you're not paying attention to these kinds of online businesses, you're going to miss the real path to wealth online. Hi, I'm Joe Kraus, and I've spent over a decade now helping people buy online businesses. And here's the thing that nobody's telling you. Boring online businesses, the ones that you overlook because they don't sound sexy, they're not up and coming, or they're not in a niche that is popular right now, they're not your fastest way to build wealth. The boring businesses are. So why? Why do boring businesses outperform sexy businesses? Well, sexy businesses are volatile. We're talking crypto, AI, trending fads, fidget spinners, fancy fashion that lasts, 6 months or one season. You don't want volatile when you're trying to replace your income and build wealth. If you do, then this is not the right option for you. Typically, most people want stability and predictability. So if you think boring, that equals stability. Think about good, solid content businesses, media businesses with great email lists and a great audience in an evergreen niche. Think pets, food, sports, they're not going away. And vloggers and newsletters and media businesses around cars and these new like foods and pets and all that sort of stuff, they've been around forever, right? Same with like a suit business. I once bought a suit business because people always wear suits to corporate events and weddings. It's not going anywhere, right? And it's a pretty boring business. Think software businesses that solve basic problems we all need. Software businesses that can help us with their inbox, software businesses that help us through the online navigation of space. I'm using a software right now where I'm recording and it's able to edit things for me. Simple, basic, boring. People are always going to need that. Think about guitar businesses, singing businesses where they have courses and structures and programs set in place. Those businesses are boring. It's about the guitars are not going away, singing's not going away, and these businesses are solid. People are always going to love pets. People are always going to play guitar. People are always going to love sports. We all know how much money is in sports. It's not going anywhere. An example is that a pet food subscription business, it might be pulling consistent monthly revenue from, people learning about how to train their dog versus a viral TikTok shop that it's hot for about 3 months and then crashes because you're talking about some fancy nail thing, or it's you're talking about iPhone 16s or 17s and you're selling those cases that last for maybe 2 years maximum. That's not a good long evergreen business, is it? The second thing I want to mention is that cash flow beats speculation. Boring businesses generate predictable cash flow. Wealthy people don't gamble, right? These billionaires aren't gambling their dollars. They buy cash flowing assets. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett, they're not in the business of buying lottery tickets, are they? Or trying something new. They're not searching trends. They're not going all in on crypto and AI. In fact, they're quite against the crypto thing. The first business Buffett bought was a textile company, and they just buy basic, boring businesses that the world really needs. Think Gillette. Gillette, shavers and shaving cream. Warren Buffett bought Gillette, scaled it, grew it, keep it. Boring, basic businesses where people need these products. They're consumable products. Okay, people love consumables. And more business owners, great billionaires and wealthy people understand that consumables are very, very valuable because customer lifetime value goes up. These can be consumables for simple things like toilet paper, makeup, supplements. Boring, but hell, do they make a lot of cash. The crazy thing about our world right now is AI, all these new crazy trends. We've got social media just shoving it, ramming it straight down our throats, ears and eyes. And it's really easy to be distracted right now around all the hype. The world is ending. We need to do this. You're unhealthy. You need to have these things. Come back to the basics. Don't overlook the hottest niches or the newest business model. The ones that make the most amount of money are the boring basic business models that we've had for eons. We've always had membership businesses. We've always had e-commerce businesses. We've always had media businesses. Think newspapers, they're media businesses. Think buying and selling products, that's just e-commerce, right? But e-commerce is commerce online. We always had that business model. It doesn't need to be flashy. It doesn't need to be fancy. We've always had membership businesses. That's what a software business is. It's just a membership business that provides a service. So we don't need to be flashy and fancy and chasing okay, what's the next most profitable business model? The most profitable business models are the ones that have been working forever and you've optimized. The third thing I need to mention is scalability without the hype. Most boring businesses are systemized and they're easy to grow. And that's why we call them boring, is because we forget we even have them. We just do the same thing, or the business does the same thing over and over and over again, because that's what people want. They want that result over and over and over again. And they're just going to make money over and over and over again. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Buying a $300,000 media business, right? And it could be a blog, it could be a YouTube channel, and it's making, say, 10 grand a month, and growing at 10% or even 20% is far more profitable versus chasing 1000% speculative growth that usually collapses and is very, very volatile. The way to think about this is what goes up really, really fast can come down really, really fast. And this is just physics. The fourth thing to mention is that profitable building strategy. Right? If you're going to build a profitable income, instead of just one big bet, you could build a profit of 2 to 3 boring businesses that replace your income. That's far less stressful than making one big bet. But you do have on the other side that if you do make one big bet, then you have your resources all in that one area, including your focus, which typically allows you to make sure you're on top of the game. I'm in the camp of buying one larger asset and focusing on it. Okay, one solid, boring business. An example is that you could buy one software business and just go all in on it, or you could spend your dollars on buying one software business and then buying a couple of satellite businesses, maybe a media business or an e-commerce business. I could go into far more examples on how to build out a holding company. You could buy maybe one e-commerce business and then attach a media business to it and grow both of them together. And then you could buy a digital marketing agency at the same time, and then a software business that actually solves a problem for a lot of people in your e-commerce businesses and also in your media business. So you can build out a holding company like that. But to start with, typically, if I'm going to do it and go from the beginning, I would buy one large asset and focus on it until I could pull some cash out and reinvest into acquiring another boring assets and boring businesses. And it doesn't need to be super fancy. I could buy just some boring real estate. And that's what I do, is I own some pretty basic boring businesses and some basic real estate, and it just spits out profits because people need the products and services that I sell, and people need to live in the houses that I own and or rent the real estate for their businesses to work out of as well. This is how billionaires actually build wealth. Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, their wealth came from ownership of cash flowing businesses and not chasing quick flips. Yeah, you don't see these guys just buying business and just seeing if it works, right? What they do is they just own one large asset and grow that business by acquiring other assets that can prop it up, or building or acquiring other assets outside of that primary cash flow. And they just double down on boring and predictable business models, predictable investments like real estate, and predictable online businesses. Mindset shifted. I am trying to employ you guys to have is just get rid of the get rich quick. Like I said, what goes up really fast can come down really fast. I've been there. I've wanted to get rich really quick, and I've failed at so many things by just trying to just get a result too fast. The thing is, if we set the time frame too short and then we get to the end of that time frame, say we want to achieve a result in a year or even less, 6 months, and we haven't achieved it, we've set ourselves up for failure. And what that does for our mindset there is it reinforces that we're not good enough and we can't achieve things, because we've set, every time we try to do something, we do it in a short period of time, we don't achieve it, and it just reinforces that doom loop of I'm not a very successful person because I've tried so many things. But the reality is that you've just not given yourself enough time and space and resources, and not done it in a predictable way. So be realistic with your time frames. Don't try to get rich quick. Build wealth really, really slowly and really, really predictably with stability. And if you want wealth, it's likely you want it for two reasons as well. Maybe fame or freedom. And most people watching my stuff don't care for the fame, but the freedom, that's the actual goal. But buying a business that costs you 70 hours a week to run and scale, or buying a lot of businesses that cost you all this time, or a lot of small things and trying a lot of small things, it's just taking you further and further away from your actual goal, being freedom. Go slow, be predictable, acquire a basic, boring business for as much as you possibly can without taking too much risk, within your risk tolerance, of course, and focus on it and grow it and grow it and grow it and grow it the slow way. Don't just pour gasoline on the fire without having, a fire brigade ready to jump in if things hit the fan. So do it predictably. Now, the next time you hear someone pitching a flashy side hustle or a hyped up investment, remember, wealth isn't built on excitement. It's built on boring businesses that print cash. And if you want to learn how to find and acquire these kinds of businesses, make sure you hit subscribe. I've helped thousands of people acquire great online businesses. Also, get my due diligence framework. It's free. It takes the guesswork out of buying a business. It's made people millions of dollars and saved people millions of dollars. There'll be a link to that in the show notes. Also, if you've got questions, chuck them in the comments. I'm here for you. Speak to you soon.